The Minnesota Vikings, Seattle Seahawks, and Pittsburgh Steelers kept their perfect records intact in Week 3, drawing more attention. Meanwhile, the San Francisco 49ers and Miami Dolphins suffered their second consecutive losses. The New Orleans Saints' explosive offense was halted by the Philadelphia Eagles, while the Baltimore Ravens secured their first win of the season against the Dallas Cowboys. After 3 weeks of action, we're beginning to see how each team ranks in our power rankings. Alongside the rankings, NFL Nation reporters identified the biggest offensive challenges for each team. From red zone difficulties to growing injury concerns, we examined the key issues affecting every team's offense. Let's check out the new 1 to 32 rankings below. The Chiefs have only scored a touchdown on 44% of their red zone trips, ranking 22nd in the league. They've settled for 7 field goals, and one of their top red zone targets, tight end Travis Kelce, has yet to find the end zone. Kansas City has played 3 one-score games, 2 of which came down to the final play. While they've won all 3, they're walking a fine line. Better red zone efficiency could have made these games less risky. Identifying a flaw in the Bills' offense after the first 3 weeks feels like nitpicking, as they've proven they can succeed in multiple ways and rank among the NFL's top offenses. However, there's still room for growth within their wide receiver group, aside from Khalil Shakir, who has caught all 14 of his targets. No other reliable and consistent wide receiver has emerged yet. Rookie Keon Coleman is one to keep an eye on despite being benched for the first quarter against the Jaguars for being late. He still managed to catch a touchdown pass. Curtis Samuel and Mac Hollins also have the potential to expand their roles. It will be interesting to see how this group continues to evolve. For a team that ranks 4th in the NFL in both scoring 26 points per game and overall offensive efficiency, 72.03, there haven't been many problems. However, if we're being critical, the Vikings are still compensating for below-average performance from right guard Ed Ingram. After 3 weeks, Ingram ranks 54th in pass block win rate, 82%, and 44th in run block win rate, 68.1% among guards. The Vikings might consider incorporating veteran Dalton Risner once he's activated from injured reserve. But if the biggest concern for their offense is one underperforming interior lineman, they're likely in a solid position overall. The Seahawks rank 30th in pass block win rate, 46.1%, and 23rd in pressure allowed, 33.0%, while they sit at 16th in sacks allowed per dropback, 7.1%. It's important to note that QB Geno Smith is releasing the ball at the 6th fastest rate in the league, averaging 2.66 seconds. Seattle's offensive line faces even more challenges as they turn to their 3rd string right tackle for the foreseeable future. Stone Forsythe steps in for George Fant, who had been filling in for Abraham Lucas before being placed on injured reserve. Lucas isn't expected to return from the physically unable to perform list until at least midseason. Despite a Week 3 win, receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown admitted the Lions' offense still has room for improvement. A key stat is their 38.5% touchdown conversion rate in the red zone, going 5 for 13. For comparison, they were 5 for 9, 55.6% in red zone opportunities through 3 games in 2023, and their Week 2 upset loss to Tampa Bay. The Lions failed to score a touchdown on 6 red zone drives, the most in a game since 1981, according to ESPN research. Hurts has thrown 4 interceptions and committed 3 fumbles in the first 3 games. Over his last 9 regular season games, he's tallied 12 turnovers, leading the league in that span, and has thrown an interception in 7 consecutive games, the longest streak by an Eagles quarterback since Ty Detmer in 1996. With offensive injuries mounting, it's crucial for Hurts to minimize these mistakes. Despite scoring 2 touchdowns and coming close to a third in their Week 3 win, The Steelers remain tied for last in red zone efficiency, converting just 25% of their red zone opportunities, down from 48.89% in 2023. Several factors have contributed to this drop, including a new offensive coordinator, a backup quarterback starting on short notice, injuries on the offensive line, and untimely penalties. While their 20-point performance could signal improvement, the Steelers still had to rely on kicker Chris Boswell when drives stalled 10 and 12 yards from the end zone. The Texans' offensive line is underperforming. They're ranked 14th in run stuff rate, 17.1%, and are struggling to consistently open up running lanes, sitting 15th in yards before contact, 1.3. Additionally, quarterback C.J. Stroud has been sacked 11 times in just 3 games, putting him on track to face over 55 sacks this season. It's surprising that a team famous for its yards after the catch in 2023 has struggled in that area during the first 3 games. The 4.9ers are averaging just 3.1 yak per reception, which is the lowest in the NFL. Injuries to their top yak contributors, receiver Deebo Samuel, running back Christian McCaffrey, and tight end George Kittle haven't helped, especially for an offense built around big plays after the catch. Without those extra yards, San Francisco has had to be more precise in its drives, leading to a red zone touchdown rate of 50%, tying them for 15th in the league.